Direct Business Lending. This is Katera.
Okay, who's this?
My name is Katera. Who am I speaking with?
Katera?
Yes, that's my
Okay.
name.
James Rundle, R-U-N-D-L-E.
Okay, did you come from the financing department?
Right.
Okay, give me just a second,
Mr.
sir.
Taylor?
Yep,
Taylor
that's
was the guy?
right. He's a finance manager. I'm just pulling up your file right now, sir, so I can make sure
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
trying
able
to get
to
off
fulfill.
the whole thing here.
Yeah, no problem. So give me just a second, please. I'm going to get myself all prepared so I can invest the majority of my time into speaking with you and not have any distractions. Just need to get rid of all of the other programs that are open. Okay, so your business is, excuse me, under DBA of JR Enterprises. Is that right?
Yeah, and the business is AMS A-M-S Oil.
Okay, AMS Oil. Do you need
It's
this one?
a MLM business.
Okay, an MLM. No problem. Thank you for explaining that to me. Now I'm going to just fill out your information here, sir. So it's AMS, like Apple, Maria, Snake.
Right.
Okay, perfect. And is your business is your business going to be an LLC or a corporation?
I'm going to make it a LLC.
Okay.
I guess that's the direction that they want me to go to as far as the entity type thing. Yeah.
Is they the franchise? Are you talking about the franchise owners or the ones that want you to file an LLC, or who recommends that to you?
Okay, AMSOIL, I'm a AMSOIL dealer with AMSOIL Incorporated in Superior, Wisconsin, and it is a MLM business, and I sell AMSOIL products, but I'm a dealer, but they do all the paperwork, they've been in it since 1972, so they've got all the details worked out for the back office, bookkeeping, keeping track of the customers and all that stuff. So yeah, everybody operates their business with AMSOIL as a proprietorship. But he told me that that in order to get a loan or whatever it is, it has to be an entity. So he's going to help me set that up.
And are you talking about your senior funding advisor is going to help you? Is that who told you all this stuff?
Yes,
Okay,
Damien and Hayden or Caden.
Oh, yep.
Who I've been talking to, plus Taylor. Yeah.
Yep.
So they're going to set up everything as far as debt consolidation, as well as funding the company, which I don't need a whole lot. But
Okay.
They're working everything out, and I like the setup and the system, and so I like the whole deal, how it works out.
Okay. Well, I really...
He told me like this.
Oh, of course. I'm really excited to assist you too, sir. I think that we're going to be successful together in
That's why
this.
I came up with the name JR Enterprises. So doing business, with AMSOIL and Legal Shield are the two different businesses that I'm doing under that name.
Under the JR? Is that
JR Enterprises is all together. That will include the other two.
Okay, so what we're going to do, because I understand now the structure that you would like to set for your organization, what we're going to do is we're going to file JR Enterprises as the LLC, and then you're going to do DBAs for other things like your AMSOIL and the Legal Shield.
And Legal Shield, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to do JR Enterprises, LLC, and I'm curious, is JR both capital, or is it J and then lowercase r?
Yeah, capital J, capital R, yeah.
So
and
for
then,
James Rundle?
Capital G Enterprise, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand
JR
now.
stands for James Rundle, yeah. It's just initials.
So AMSOIL,
That way.
MLM, and Legal Shield. I'm familiar with Legal Shield as well as your other franchise that you're wanting to work with. They're the MLM.
Oh,
so
you
thank
do? You are? Oh, good.
Yep.
Well, my friend is a Vietnamese, he's an insurance man. He sold me the insurance, but he's got an office with an extra desk, and that he's offered the desk. I signed him as the AMSOIL dealer. He signed me up as a Legal Shield. represented associate, and so we are helping each other in the business. And he is a leader of the community for the Vietnamese, and he is the head honcho. So so he's going to help me get a lot of business, and they're both back and forth. I got a free office with a sign out front and everything, so I'm helping him. He's helping me. So that's how it's going to go. So it's going to be free for a little while, and then I'll take care and help him. But it's a home business, so it's my phone at home that I'm using, plus my cell phone, which I'll be on the road with.
Okay. Yeah. I love it. Thank you for explaining all of that to me. I really appreciate it. It's going to help me in building
a little advertising. I put up these state signs up that we sell AMSOIL here, and they come in, and it's free, so why not? The offer.
Right on. Right. Exactly. Okay.
He's going to help me in the church ministry also, so that's going to be nice also.
I agree, sir. What I want to do now is I want to go through the meat of your file. I am going to tell you exactly what it is that we're going to do for you, and from there we're going to set some appointments. And when we set those appointments, we're going to ensure that your file is getting completed in the quickest time frame possible. And so, do you have an EIN as a sole proprietorship or an EIN at all at the moment?
I have zero, nothing. I'm just starting this thing off here at the beginning of the year, getting it organized and setting it up and do it. I got to order the business cards, the magnetics, put the graphics on my vehicle. I'm a sign man by trade, so I'm a professional, so it's going to be awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'm a professional. I do vinyl graphics and all that stuff.
Oh, you do?
I did this since my sophomore year in high school. Took my and do still screen printing. Oh, yeah. So
screen printing? I'm really big into that.
Museum of Australia. I got paintings in New York, Chicago, San Diego. I got it everywhere.
Awesome. Okay, This is what we're going to do, James, because I have a limited amount of time to execute on what your senior Dane told you I'm going to do, okay? So to get started, I'm going to tell you, have already told me a little bit about your business, okay? So I already understand what you need the funding for. You are looking for, you said, a small amount of capital. You just need to get started. Basically, from the conversation you had with Caden, he said that you need about $5,000 to $10,000, and it's for exactly what you told me. Just to get going.
That's not, that's for the business, but he said that there, Mr. Damien was talking about taking care of my debt consolidation also. So we're talking about 35.
35. Okay, so you're trying to consolidate some debt in order to obtain about $35,000.
To cut out all the debt and then teach me from what your program is to help me all the way, not just to give me a loan, but to help me build my business and do everything the correct way. So
yes, of course. And yes, of course, sir. I totally agree with you, and we are here to do that for you.
You're going to help me with everything. Yeah.
I'm going to give you an entire. I'm going to give you an entire training we're going to introduce you to a training platform, okay, that will help teach you how to be a successful business owner, and it will also help you to get the funding, just like you said. So let's go ahead through your file really quickly. I want to make sure I have your information correct. It's James E. Rundle, and you live in Kenneth City, Florida. Your address is 5870 56th Avenue North, and you live in an apartment. It's apartment B, as in Beatrice 105, or a boy.
Right.
Yep, perfect. All right, and you're self-employed. We have a few phone numbers for you, which I'm on the number ending in 1052, and then you have an alternate line, which is 727-645-8625.
That's my cell, yeah.
Perfect, and you've already answered the 401k section, so we're going to move forward into where your business name is. We're going to have your paperwork drafted for you, sir. Your paperwork for your entity does take about 7 days to get to the state and get returned. We'll do it today and get it to you, and it will come to you via email. You do have a state filing fee.
Yeah. Can I ask a question real quick?
Of course, sir.
When you send things to the state, is this going to be some more money coming out of my pocket? Because I don't have it, so I'm getting it.
Okay, I completely understand how you came to us for capital and not to spend money. You would have an additional fee that you have to pay to get your business registered. That is part of the investment process of obtaining a business bank loan as
And
well.
how much is that going to be? See, I'm on Social Security. I am on a set budget, period, and I cannot dish out money because I got to pay my rent, my bills. If I
Okay.
don't pay my bills, then I'm going to be going in the rear here. So
Right. You're
if
filing?
something goes to the state, will I have to pay something?
You do, because the state requires a fee to become an established business within that state. If you're going to file an LLC, which is what we came to, would be, it's $125.
Oh, boy.
You can save up some income, sir, even if it's $20 at a time. We'll also try to get you capital in the meantime while you're registering your business, so you can afford to get it filed.
I need to get something in the meanwhile because I can't do all this stuff is coming on top of me, and all of a sudden it's adding up and up front. And if it's adding up front, I'm on Social Security, she's on Social Security, and that's it. And we're in a lot. And my bills are set up. In fact, I just got paid yesterday, and my bills are paid.
Well, that's good.
So
As long as your bills are paid, sir, that's what matters. You just now need to find a revenue stream in order to save money to afford the cost of being a business
I'm going
owner.
to get a job to take care of that.
Okay.
I do not have it right this moment, so I'll have to get out and do it right away.
That's okay. No
Part-time
problem.
job.
So I'll make a note of that. He'll look into getting a second job. So understandable. Let me go ahead and proceed here so I can get completed in your account.
Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Now, like I said, we're going to draft that paperwork for you and email it to you. When you have the amount of capital for a $125 filing fee, you can mail it to the state after you sign your paperwork, okay? Once we get your paperwork back, that means that your business is actually existing, and we can move forward on your employer identification number, which is considered also a tax ID number or an EIN number. And that is done. It is free for us to do that for you, okay, sir? So even if we can't do your business just yet, we want to wait for as long as we can before we do your EIN, because if your EIN number...
What's the EIN? Explain. EIN, what are you talking about, EIN?
An EIN is a tax ID number. It's a 9-digit number, very similar to your Social Security number.
I already have one with the state of Florida, so why do I need another one? Don't they? When I had my business in Palmetto, Florida, I had a federal tax number.
Okay. Was it underneath your
But if you
name?
look it up, I already have a tax number.
I cannot look those types of items up, unfortunately. The IRS doesn't have a way to do
But
that.
from my understanding, you can use that number is with you for life.
Well, if it's a sole
Is that correct?
proprietorship, you can, but I'm not here to help you obtain a loan off
Yeah,
of
it
a
was
sole
a
proprietor.
sole proprietor. Yes,
So we'll get a
you're
new
right.
one.
Okay,
Yep, we're going to
fine.
get a new one. It's okay, though, that we do that.
Fine.
So, yeah, you're
Okay,
good. We
that's
want
fine.
the lender to see that everything matches. That's the reason why we do this. So once we get your state done, which we're working on the fee, we'll do your IRS, which is the EIN. So we're going to go to the Internal Revenue Service and do your employer identification number you're familiar with. Then what you're going to do, James, is for a lender to see that you're a business in their eyes, even though you are with the state and the government, the lender wants to see you open a bank account. The date that your bank account is open is the date that a lender sees that you're established. So they go in order. We're going to go state of Florida.
All right, now the bank account, excuse me, the bank account is, I'm with Florida Florida Central Credit Union, but for doing the business, I'm not going to be doing it through Florida. That's my personal account. And I'm going to go over here at Growth Financial, which is another credit union.
Awesome.
I'm going to, I had it before I moved up to Tennessee, so I'm coming back. I'll go back to the same one to set up for my prior business. So I'll go there and open up an account.
Okay, awesome. I'll make notes of that. And it was Growth Financial Credit Union. Is that right?
Yeah, Growth. Yeah,
Okay.
G-R-O-W, yeah. Growth
All right. Awesome.
Financial over in Dallas Park, Florida. Yes.
Okay.
Blue Waste.
Now, James,
Setting up with them.
Okay, I love it. And then when you do set it up, just tell us.
What Damien said was that I gave him my Florida one. He says he can put it in mine right now to at least have a number. So he's got my routing number and he's got my account number, but it's just temporary until I move it over to Growth. You understand?
Okay. Yes, I do. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Now, we're just setting you as a current customer, and we're marking you that you are part of our program and that you're matched to some of our services. Basically, James, my job here is to make sure that as far as funding is concerned, we have the ability to accomplish it for you. And so I have a team of experts that will be working on your file. We're going to ensure that we put both you and our company in the best possible position, and we're doing the right things to make sure that you're approved and you're matched to a lender with minimal red flags and a very high chance of funding. And so, again, my name is Katera. I'm going to ensure that my specialists are scheduled with correct appointments to work on your file. So, for instance, working and writing your business plan is not something that I'm going to do, but it will be done by one of my business plan writing specialists that I will schedule for an appointment with you. Now, communication is huge. If you have questions, I need you to call us, and if we have questions, we'll call you. But understand that not every day will we be reaching out to you, because not every day is there something for us to work on your account. So just understand that. If there is information that we need in your file and any updates that we can provide you, we will provide them. We just want to make sure that you're taking all the time necessary to read the emails we send you and that you provide any information we need as quickly as possible. If there is an update or change, James, of course we're going to tell you that. We do have multiple professionals that work diligently to get you the funding that you need, and you will have an opportunity to speak with each of these professionals and have a way to be successful in your funding. So as quickly as possible, I'm going to go through multiple departments working on your file simultaneously. And in terms of what's required, we'll go over that. It's a simple process. There's one thing that needs to be completed before the next, kind of what I've explained already. And if you don't obviously remember the meeting with your senior, I'm going to reiterate it for you so you know step by step what's happening. There's many portions of this. It's kind of like a car. There's lots of moving parts, and we have a lot of documentation that we need to get from you. We just make sure that criteria is completed before we move on, otherwise you'll be declined. And as a company, it's our goal to complete all of the services purchased within 30 days, except for the long-term personal credit restoration, which can sometimes take 30, 60, 90 days, just depending on the complexity of your file. So don't let it overwhelm you. Of course, James, a lot of customers ask me the same thing, which is how long until funding. The average file gets to our lending department in a range of 3 to 5 weeks, and that's about 30 days. Once you get to our lending department, they'll review your file and see if you are qualified for funding. We also will be setting you an appointment with our lending manager. Our lending manager on next Wednesday, I'll set the appointment. They're going to call you, and they're going to talk about what you're qualified for. So that call is really important. So I'll give you a specific date and time that they will reach you. And then you've already, of course, paid our company for the services. So anything additional I will disclose to you, just as I'd have done with the filing fee. We're here to make sure that you're aware of everything as a step-by-step process before you go to funding or into our lending department, okay?
Well, you're throwing a scare into me already. If you're going to keep coming up with the amounts of money that I'm going to need up front here, there's going to be a problem. And that's the problem I'm having with. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to pay any of my bills.
I understand.
What I don't like is surprises, and I need to know everything up front. I had a guy that did me in that way, and he kept throwing on, well, you got to do this, you got to have this for the state, you got to do this and this, this.
No
and it
problem.
kept piling up, and it being $329 out of my pocket, which I didn't have. And,
Okay. And we're not here to do that to you, sir.
I need to.
We just know that if you want to get a loan, this is the way to do it. And so I told you, you can save it up and you can get a second job and we can work with you, but there's no way of avoiding the fees. I am disclosing them to you, and thus far you only have one, which is $125. I don't anticipate that there will be a lot more fees. That's what this conversation is for, is to outline that there isn't any.
That's okay. Sounds good so far.
Okay, I just want to tell you, I've worked here for quite some time, and I can help you in understanding at any rate that you need me to. If you want me to slow down or speed it up, I can. But let me explain to you what I'm doing in your file so it makes a little bit more sense. And also remember, I'm going to give you a training tool that you can utilize to get up to speed. That will be very, very helpful
What
for
are you guys sending me to? Yeah, you're running a lot of stuff by me. And it's like going through one ear out the other, so you're just flying through all this stuff. What can you give to me that's what you discussed with me on a written thing? Now, I did make a copy. So I have, like I say, you're expecting me to remember every little detail, and you're running it by me, and like I say, it's hard to absorb all this real quick. I'm just wondering what you're sending me to verify what you're saying so that I can see in front of me what my responsibilities and what you're doing for me so that I know what to expect from you and what you expect from me and all that stuff.
Yes, of course.
It'd be nice if I had something,
I'll send you some emails, sir. I'm going to send you one email that outlines everything that I'm going to do for you, okay? Everything that I talked about will be in this email.
Okay.
And then you're going to get other emails that are more like homework, where I need you to help me in understanding the uniqueness of your business. So there'll be tasks, and then praise the Lord, and then there'll be an outline of the process, okay? And so I'm going to send you the outline of the process now. Okay, yep, and I understand.
I need to get excited, okay?
You're okay.
Get excited.
No, you should be excited. Get excited. Get excited about the funding that we can help you obtain.
I'm excited as far as that goes, but all this other stuff that you're throwing on me, you're overwhelming me. That's all right. Just keep on going.
Okay. And you can call us at any time, sir. I sent you that email just now, so take some time after our call so you can go over that, okay? Now I'm going to make a quick note. Sent our customer the account manager outline email reviewing everything that I am discussing and moving forward in fulfilling his file. Okay, so we've talked about your entity. We're going to get that paperwork to you. We talked about your EIN number, how we're going to obtain a new one. We've talked about your documents briefly, and then you had wanted an email.
I just stop for a second. I want to explain something to you because I don't think you guys understand what's going on. AMSOIL handles all our taxes. AMSOIL handles everything. All I got to do is go out and sell, and AMSOIL takes care of our sales tax up front. Everything is done up front, whether it's for personal use, wholesale, or retail. They do it all so that AMSOIL will pay the taxes as far as the sales tax goes anyway, but everything is done through their software and their the new thing they came up with, business software data, or what you call it. But yeah, they're doing everything, so it eliminates what I got to do. So I'm just trying to show you how this thing operates. That I'm not doing a whole lot myself.
Yeah, I understand that, sir. Because I know what a multi-level marketing company is. Most MLMs are taken care of in the way that AMSOIL is.
Well, this one here is very elaborate. Believe me. Yeah, this one here is very elaborate. And very, very elaborate. They got every little detail figured out. And so they make it very, very simple for us.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yep. Understand.
No, yeah, of course, no problem. I love the feedback that you're providing me about the organization. It shows that you are passionate, so I appreciate that, James.
They're awesome. They're awesome.
I have also now sent you a couple more emails. They're simply notifications. In order to eliminate, yep, credit report, and then your funding assessment. Yep, perfect. That's exactly what I sent.
I didn't get the other one yet.
You may have already received it because I only sent one. Someone else had already notified you back in December that we had your funding assessment. So just today I sent the other email saying we have your credit report. Okay.
Well, I think back then I was misinformed or I didn't get it right, so I canceled it. So what I did back then, it was all redone by Damien and Caden starting today. So everything that was back in December was totally ignored because I canceled it or whatever because of what you said, that you couldn't help me. And when you said you couldn't help me, so it was a misunderstanding, and so we got it straightened out. So.
Okay, I'm glad we got it straightened out, and I'm glad that you're now
this one here is from Damien. Dane.
Dane.
This one here. message automatic alerts, credit, 20 bureau, 20 display, 20 James, 20, I don't know, it don't say a whole lot, and nothing, just says hello. There's nothing to push on it or to run it up and down. That's all it says. It has been received and uploaded into our system. That's all. He just let it. He knows something was uploaded into his system. So that's from Damien.
Yeah, I just had notified you because Dane uploaded it. Dane's the one whose email will go out saying it's been uploaded.
They don't say nothing other than that he just said hello and that it has been uploaded into the system. That's it.
Yeah, that's all it needs to say. It's a simple notification just to notify you that we've done it. Yeah, it's not an action email.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete that one.
Sure, definitely. You can delete those if you don't want them in your folder.
Okay. Now you got another one there too. Here's another one. No, these are receipts. 3 of them. I got 3
perfect.
Receipts.
From the financing team. You are about to get one email from me right now. I'm going to send you a business plan survey.
And
I just need you to fill out the questions. It's going to come to your email. Just click reply and type right next to it. Don't even print it out. If you want to print it, you can, but I would just recommend responding in the email. Whatever you prefer is fine.
I need to print out everything you got, otherwise I'm going to, so I can read it and study it.
Agreed. I like tangible printed items.
I haven't got it yet.
Well, it's going to say questions for your business plan. And I just barely sent it to you, so give it just a brief second here. When you do receive it, let me know, and I will mark that you did successfully receive my email, and that's something you can get working on right away, okay? I want you to start that. It's going to take us, James, about 2 to 3 weeks to write a full bank-ready business plan, and once we're done, we'll send it directly to you to make final adjustments in order to ensure you're satisfied. Once you are satisfied, we're done with our business plan, and you can keep it and present it. It's essentially for your lender, not necessarily to change the way that AMS Oil is doing it, okay? It's an outline for the lender to see what you need funding for and those types of things. So let me know if you get the email. I've sent it successfully from my side.
All righty. Yeah.
Okay. Now, in regards to other factors that need to be completed per Dane's conversation with you, we need to work on your personal credit, and we need to schedule you a call with our lending manager. So with your personal credit, we have your credit report in the account. We're going to schedule your appointment for Friday, not this Friday to tomorrow, but next Friday. And the reason why is your lending call needs to happen before your personal credit. Our lending team outlines what we need to tackle or action based off of what the lender does not like to see on your credit report. If we do it out of order, we're not as successful.
About the 30th, right?
We are talking about the 30th. That is correct, James.
Friday 30th.
Okay, and what time are you thinking is going to work for you being Eastern time? Do you want morning or evening appointments?
Yeah, the morning is the best. Our Shabbat starts at sundown, so I can't do anything after sundown.
Okay, so sundown your time is what, 4, 5? What time does the sun go down?
In the morning is best. The morning is best after 10 o'clock in the morning.
Let me see what I have for you, and I can definitely get you scheduled. So on the 30th of January in the morning with our representative Tara, we have available Eastern Standard Time. We have, we can do, it's kind of tricky. We can do a 10:30 Eastern Standard Time or a 12 o'clock.
Yeah, 10:30 is fine.
Okay. Now we get into the office about 10 o'clock your time. So after we're here for about 30 minutes, we'll give you a call. So that's, do you want to write it down for me? January 30th at 10:30.
Yeah, I got it written down. Friday the 30th, Tara. And
with Tara.
10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. And then this could be another talk by somebody else for something else.
This is for personal credit, yep. Now, your lending call is going to be the 29th. of January, so the
on
day
my
before.
personal credit, do you want me to make a list of everything or what?
We have a credit report,
What
but
I'm
if you
doing?
could prepare a list of items that are not yours or that are inaccurate, you can have those ready for her, and that would make it a lot easier. Keep in mind that our lending
credit
team,
report?
our lending team
Yeah,
will
on the
get you.
credit report, that's all messed up anyway. They got my dad's name. His name is James too, and there are things.
I'm sorry. You have run out of calling credit. Your call will be disconnected now.
Hello, I got shut off.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, and we just had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but now the systems are back up, and I had your phone number. Luckily, I've verified it, so I could call you. So you know what? We left off talking about your credit. We got your credit scheduled. You were telling me that your credit is all messed up and that you have your dad's info on your credit report, and then I did make a note that randomly the call dropped. So tell me more.
They said the things on there are not important. It's best just to leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't change it. I think it's not important. So that's what I was told, so I'm not even going to bother with it. There's nothing else on the, I don't know, there's hardly nothing on the credit report anyway, and so,
Okay, let me make a note about this. But we will ensure that that is true or false by making our own appointments and reviewing his credit report. Okay, so you're scheduled now.
I'll go back on there and check it out myself again. I haven't looked through my credit report. All I did look up was the score. 690.79 was the score. Was TransUnion, so that's all I was looking at. Looked at it, didn't bother looking at anything else.
Okay. We're going to look at that in just a few moments. What I'm finishing up with is your state filing information. We're just listing one final time that you are not registered, so we cannot start on business credit. You don't yet have a business to build credit upon, and you will once you do the state filing with Florida. But for right now, we cannot proceed on that. So I'm just making a note of it. Now, with your lending appointment, you still want that in the morning, right?
Yeah, 7:30 is fine.
Okay, give me just a second to see if that's available. And then before I do that, you're in Kenneth City, Florida. Tell me your zip code just to make sure.
33709.
Perfect. Now I'm going to go forward on your file to the calendar, and I'll let you know if that appointment is scheduled, or is available, rather. So you want early morning, Thursday the 29th, for our lending manager call.
Friday the 30th, you said.
Well, we're going to have two. So you have a personal credit on Friday, the 30th, at 10:30 a.m. Then you have one on Thursday, and we're going to schedule that right now. It's Thursday the 29th, and we can't do an appointment on Thursday until 12:30 Eastern time. Is that still okay?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Now, one of our lending managers is going to contact you, and they'll announce their name once they call. We have quite a few lending managers, and at their convenience and at their availability, they make the call to you. So expect a call just from a lending manager. They'll announce their name once they get in contact with you, and that's at 12:30 on Thursday.
Okay. I got it written down.
Okay, perfect. Let's see here. He said he has items that are his dad's on his credit too, so be aware of that since they have the same name. Okay, now I made that appointment for you. And the last thing that we need to review is what you're going to be taking away from this call. So I need you to watch for one more email from me. This will have an attachment in it. It may not come until Friday. And the reason why is we are working on a lot of articles which are for the state, just like we're going to draft for you. And therefore, we are a little bit behind. We could have it to you by Friday evening, though, so watch for that last email. And then work on your business plan questions that I gave you. And those are the two items that you
Work
can
on what now? Work on what?
The business plan questions that I sent to you in the email. Did you ever get that email?
Okay. Oh, there they are. Okay. Administration outlining the process of your business funding. That's the one. Okay. I'll read
So
it.
you received my outline, but did you receive the business plan questions?
See now, what you sent here, it's got to do with how to do the business. I don't see no questions. Katera, see, that's you. Is there two emails that you sent me then, you said?
I sent you one that says questions for business plan. That's the subject of the email.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Let me send you another one.
I got this other one. Welcome to the direct business lending. I promise. Okay, it's an outline here, a process of how to do this thing. Number one, entity creation and personal credit repair.
That's what you asked for me. Yep, because you said you're losing me. Was there something I can read about this to make sure I don't forget anything? And that's that email you have right
Okay,
there.
yes. Okay, yes. Thank you, hon. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Very much. And there you go. Now, what about the questions?
I just sent them again, so I just resent them. It should bump out the second.
Okay, let me get off of this one here, and so I don't want to delete it. Okay, I haven't received it yet. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and print that off.
Perfect. That's exactly what you should do. And then as we complete things, you can highlight it or something.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to run this off here now. All right, print. There you go. Print. That one is anyway.
And you want to check your spam folder, okay, sir? Because that questionnaire I sent you could potentially be in the spam.
What folder?
It's called spam.
What's that mean? I'm not computer illiterate. So I got
Okay.
spam 311 here.
That means you have 311 spam messages. If it says spam 311, look in that folder and you have 311 spam or garbage emails. Those are automatically classified as malicious, which is kind of harmful considering. Not always are they malicious, like my email could potentially go into that folder. although it's important. So you want to always look in
How do you know this?
there. Okay, so do you see where it says
How do you
spam?
know that I've got that in my computer?
Well, you just told me. You said it says spam 311, and that usually means the amount of emails in the folder if it's next to that. And so I'm just assuming, sir, that that's the case. But basically my
Okay,
questions are
do I
almost always
delete them
here.
or what?
You can delete them if they're not important. I mean, make your
There's
judgment.
nothing here I have that's important, none.
You have my
nothing here I have
emails that are
important, and all
important.
this garbage, I want to get rid of it anyway. I've been spending my time unsubscribing all this stuff that comes on my email. I could read my email, and 2 hours later, the whole thing is filled again.
Oh,
I
no,
hate
it sounds like you have too much spam coming to you. Did you see my email yet? Go back to your inbox. Click on inbox.
That's done printed off. Let me delete that now. Okay. That's
Okay.
not printed. All right, let me delete that.
And you should see it.
No, I still have not received your thing yet. All I got is the 3 receipts.
Okay, now what I'm going to do, because you're not receiving it, is I'm going to send this manually. I feel like there is a little bit of a discrepancy between my system and my actual emailing system. So I'm going...
You know what? I need a new computer. My son just told me. He said your computer's so outdated that Google don't want to accept Explorer, Internet Explorer, and all this other stuff. He says my computer's too old, so I got to get a new one.
All right. Well, we're going to help you in getting funding so you can buy yourself a new computer, because it does sound like you're going to need some assistance with that. I'm going to send you a separate email.
That bill you're talking about is adding up. You know, the amount of the loan that is adding up. Computer don't cost that much anyway. So.
Well, and we have actually quite a few of our lenders that offer lines of credit that aren't cash
That's what we
lines
were
of
talking
credit.
about, yeah.
Well, these ones, some of them offer lines of credit that are cash, and then some offer lines of credit that are for merchandise. So considering you want to purchase a computer, once you get your business registered, we have a company that would approve you right now with no credit score, because it's not driven by personal credit, that you could buy a laptop with. There is some fee to buy the laptop because you can't get it for free, but you have somewhat of a line of credit with the organization you're buying the laptop from, and that will help you get one into your possession and help you out.
Well, I got a tower computer and I got a laptop. The laptop is, like I said, they're both old and need to be gotten. As a matter of fact, my tower don't work at all. And this one here, the thing I cannot put down anymore because it's broke. So this computer here, my son just told me today that you need to get another computer, period.
He probably knows best because he's younger. He's in the new generation of buying new computers.
Yeah. All right, hon. That sounds good what you just said. I didn't know that. Oh, you guys are coming up with stuff that's just blowing my mind.
Oh, wow. I love blowing your mind with all of our fabulous ideas that we
I'd like to blow your mind with my Amsoil products. They would literally.
Woo!
You don't have Amsoil on your vehicle. I'm sorry, but you're not taking care of your vehicle.
I like it. I'm going to consider that. If I go to Jiffy Lube and they don't put Amsoil in my car, I'm going to have a little talk with them and tell them that I was educated about this.
You have to get it from a dealer, hon. You can't buy it on the. You have to get it from a dealer.
Oh, I do.
We have 20. How many miles do you drive a year?
I'm a very small commuter. I probably drive 12,000 miles a year.
Yeah. Our XLL oil is 10,000 miles or 6 months, whatever it comes first. You just do 2 oil changes a year. But our other one is 25,000 mile oil, and it's one time a year, one time or 25,000 miles. We've got people who've gone 1 million miles with their vehicles with Amsoil. And so our product is awesome. But that way you're not wrecking your car. You're using other products, you're wrecking your engine. And you're not taking care of your car. If you want to increase your gas mileage and everything like that, you want to get Amsoil. If I increase my gas mileage 200 miles per gallon, per tank, 100 miles one time, I put the oil in and I got 100 miles, gained 100 miles on my tank. And then 4 years later, I did the transmission, gained another 100 miles. I got 427 miles on my Dodge Intrepid high-performance engine, and it just blew my mind going up from Florida to Wisconsin. And just blew my mind.
Wow. That's really cool. That's good information to know to where I can help to advertise with that. And explain to other people the benefits. I want to touch on something really quickly, James, because I do want to let you go. I think we've got you very well started. You have some things to work on, but tell me now, did you get the email I just sent? I sent it through my email.
Okay, here you go. I got Katera business plan question, and then I got questions for business plan completion.
Okay.
Two of them.
So those are exactly the same. One just came from me directly, and then one came from my program. Whatever one you want to use is fine. Just make sure that you get it to me as soon as you can, and we'll start working on your business plan.
The business plan questions is what you want?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll go ahead and push that one. $85 at direct business lending. What's that mean? I don't know. Okay.
That's your receipt. You paid $85 to us. That's a receipt.
I paid $85. What do you mean I paid $85?
You had a down payment paid for $85? That's what that says.
Okay, well, but it was $329.
Yeah, we did it.
That's from one credit card.
Yeah, we did it in increments because you weren't able to do it all in one.
Okay,
so
that's
you're okay.
One. Okay, I understand what that is. Okay, then that doesn't. Okay, I gotta go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, the other one now is. I got another one. That's nothing to do with you. Okay, questions for business plan completion. This is the one you want sent back as soon as possible. Is that correct? Hello?
Oh, yes, sir, that is right. I apologize. I had muted the
there's
phone.
no questions. I don't understand. Okay. Full name, okay. Percentage of ownership, gross income, birth dates, okay. That was the questions okay. What is your goals for this business? Okay, I see what you're saying. Do you have an accountant for your, no. Everything is done through AMSOIL.
Yeah, so you just answer these questions, sir. Type your answers in for me because then you're going to respond and send them back to where I can build your business plan. Yes, of course.
If things that I might be overseeing are not paying it, these are the things that bring to my mind. That's the main thing is you're bringing it all to my way. Okay, now after I get these all filled out, hon, do you want me to email them back to you then, or what do I do?
Yeah.
How do you get it to you?
So what you do, right, when you go to complete it, click reply, and then just type next to the questions, and then just click send, because you're going to treat it like a normal email. So you'll reply to my email, fill out the questions.
So right alongside of this, type them in right alongside the questions here?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I want to see.
And just reply, send it back.
Yep,
reply,
exactly.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know you could do that. Hey, I'm not that great with a computer. My son is, but I'm not. And
we'll teach you.
I don't like emails. I don't like text messaging. I don't like any of that stuff. I'm sorry, but I'm totally. I'm trying to do this Android phone here. I'm ready to throw it across the room.
You'll get better at it for sure, James.
Yeah.
You'll definitely get better at it.
Yeah. All right, Ann. All right, I will do that, sweetheart, and I will get that all back to you. And as soon as I can get it done and figure this thing out, and I know some familiar with some of the business plans, so I know what you're looking for. Okay.
Perfect. And I'll look forward to getting information. That's it. We'll talk to you again in about a week, if not sooner. If you have questions, just call us.
Yeah, but you want this all back as soon as possible.
Yeah, but make sure you spend your time. Don't just rush through it.
Yeah,
We need as much. Okay, we need as much information about AMSOIL as possible.
Yeah, well, I want you to go on AMSOIL.com and look at our website, which we have thousands of products for every conceivable thing that runs, except for aviation. I don't care if it's a boat or a weed eater or a lawnmower. I don't care. We got it all. Filters, grease, you name it, gear loops and oil, and the best products in the world, and nobody can touch them. We are first in synthetics. The other people are a bunch of phonies, and they're not telling you the truth. And when I see a oil commercial by somebody, I can blow them out of the water with our product. So I just want to make you understand that this is a
of course.
product.
Oh, and I'm going to look more
What
into it.
says.
I will. I'll read their website, and I will get back with you. I made a note into the website department as well to look at your website, so they will.
When you go on the website there, it says find a Amsoil dealer. You're in Utah. Find somebody locally. Find a Amsoil dealer, where it says to find a dealer, and find one that's closest to you, and get hooked up with them, and they'll be glad to take care of you. Matter of fact, the guy that I'm in the office with, they loaned me, I got his other desk. I sold oil for 4 vehicles. He put the oil in all the 4 vehicles that he had, and they were his sons or daughters or whatever they were, and they all came one day, and he changed all their oil. He bought over $300 worth of oil and stuff from me.
I like it.
And he's excited because he can feel the difference.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference. Even if after you get an oil change, you can tell. I totally agree.
The transmission fluid is what blew my mind. The oil, you don't see the difference other than I gained 7 miles per gallon. Other than that,
that's good though. That's excellent.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, when I come out of the shop after they put the transmission fluid in it, I could feel the difference. I tell you, that car felt loose as a goose. And so I gained another 100 miles on a gas tank of gas going up to Wisconsin. So that's awesome.
That is awesome. I'm going to spread the word about that. James, get to work for me, please.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go.
God bless you.
God bless. Have a good day.
All right, see you, hon.
Bye-bye.